All right, so we're gonna get ready to practice a little bit of solving these equations. First step that we always check for is the distributive property. Okay, so I'm looking and ask myself, do I have a distributive property I can apply here? The answer is no. And the reason why we know it's no is because there's no number directly outside of a parentheses with more than one term inside. Okay, got to be something like this or similar to this for it to be distributive property. So we skip that step. Second step, do I have any like terms? Well, yes, I do. If I look, both of these have an n and they have the same exponent, so they're alike. 4n minus 2n is going to give me 2n. After that, I'm just going to bring down what's on the other side. Once we get to here, we're back to a one-step equation. We know that 2 is multiplied by n, so the inverse operation says we're going to divide. So we're going to divide by 2 here. Divide by 2 here, and we get n equals to 2. Let's go ahead and try another one. Same concept. I'm looking for the distributive property. I don't see any parentheses, no distributive property. Second question, do I got any like terms? Yes, we do. If you look at 5v and 2v, both have the same letter and the same exponent. When there's no exponent, the exponent is 1. So we know we can combine these. So I'm combining these. I got 5v plus 2v gives you 7v equals to 2, and it's positive 7v, and I'm bringing down my negative 12. Some people say that negative 12 and 2 are like terms, that we could combine them as well. What do you say? Definitely not, because the 2 over here is on this side of the equal sign, whereas the negative 12 is on the other side of the equal sign. So our next step after combining like terms is we want to bring all the regular numbers to one side using inverse operations, and then all the letters to one side. So we're going to subtract 2 here, subtract 2 here, cancel. Negative 12 minus 2 in the calculator gives us negative 14 equals 2, and then the 7v comes down. Now from here, I got 7v and I'm trying to solve for b. I got to multiply or divide. Well, in this case, since 7 is next to v, it's multiplied, I'm going to divide. Negative 2 equals 2v. At this point, I want you to go ahead and try 3 and 4. Pause the video now, try 3 and 4. When you finish, come back to the video and check your work. All right. If you're back here, then that means you finished 3 and 4 on your own. So let's check our work together. Okay. First step is there a distributive property? Okay. No distributive property, no parentheses. Next step is, okay, do I have any like terms? Well, I do. I'm going to have this positive x here, and I'm going to have this negative 5x here. So I'm going to combine those. When you see no number in front of the variable, there's really a 1 there. So I got 1 minus 5. So let's just rewrite it. I'm going to rewrite it next to each other. So I put the x terms next to each other, and I brought down the regular number or constant. So I got 1 minus 5, and I know that's going to give me negative 4x. Cool. Now from here, I don't have any more like terms on either side of the equal sign, so I need to bring all my numbers on one side and all my letters on one side. So if this plus 3 is here, I want to bring it to the other number. So I do my inverse operation, which is what? That's correct. Subtraction. Subtract 3 on one side of the equal sign, subtract 2 on the other. This cancels. I'm left with 0 equals to 4x. Now that I have 0 equals to 4x, it's the same concept. It's always going to be multiply or divide to get 1 of x. Since this is already next to x, means it's multiplied. There's no sign in between, then we got to do the inverse, which is divide. We get 0 equals to x. And yes, it's okay for your answer to be 0. Next one, same concept. I got 3 and 3. These are my like terms. Well, 3 minus 3, if I plug that into my calculator, that gives me 0. So I have x plus 0 equals to negative 6. Well, anything plus 0 is going to be itself. So we get x equals to -6. This one is all done. Go ahead now, and I want you to go ahead and complete 5 and 6 on your own. This time when you come back, you're not going to check the video for 5 and 6. Just check your answer on the answer page.